Well, hello, and hello. Welcome to the most complete tarot reading on the internet. Actually, this podcast is more than a tarot reading. It's a metaphysical package, all cobbled together, put together to create a complete picture of the energetic frequency in this reading. Now, the essential point is to help you to manifest from your spirit. Manifesting creates your life in many respects. Manifesting is your kryptonite. It allows you to have both the independence and responsibility so that you can follow your spiritual destiny in this lifetime. It's different for all of us. That's why you are not the same person as your brothers and sisters. Everybody comes here with a different spiritual purpose. Otherwise, your life it's like walking on a treadmill. Yeah, you're going real fast, but you're going nowhere. The focus for today's show today is clean it up. That's the message. Clean it up. I'll call it Housekeeping 101. It has more to do with the actual housekeeping. It has to do with mental, emotional, spiritual housekeeping, but you get the idea, right? So the Tao Manifesting Tarot reading is meant to inspire you to make your life movie inside your own head. Not from the outside, not with computers, smartphones, AI, none of that stuff. While they can be helpful and they can be useful, you also pay a price for it. You give up your creativity. In many respects, you give up your humanity. You give up responsibility, and that kills your spirit. You are the real power. You need to create from your spirit, not some electronic device. Tarot from you is a vehicle of transformation. It's the potential. That's what tarot's all about, not predicting, potential. So, to help, I use tarot as the destination and focus of the reading. This is where we're headed. This is the main part, the tarot part. But I also include numerology and astrology because it's like going from a movie in the 30s, black and white, to color, right? Tarot is not meant for prediction. It is the science of potential. Your potential as a spirit in a human body in this incarnation. Numerology and astrology, on the other hand, they're the science, or sciences, of cycles. You can forecast somebody's life right from birth if you do a chart on them, or you take a numerological chart on them. That doesn't mean that you can pick up every specific event, but you can pick up the highs and the lows. You can get personality traits. There's all kinds of things that you can learn about that baby just as they're born, because numerology and astrology are the science of cycles, right? Because your life is a series of cycles. Tarot reflects the potential in those cycles. So, using numerology, astrology together with tarot gives you a reading that you can see, you can hear, you can feel in your spirit. This ain't game playing. I'm getting right to it. So let's begin with the foundational information. I call it astrologic. So what I do is take a look at some of the aspects that are around us. And I don't look at the smaller planets, the ones closer to us, like the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars. Those are for timing. But I go farther out. I begin with Pluto, then Neptune, then Uranus. And then maybe I'll take a look at Saturn and Jupiter kind of tossed in for good measure. But it's Pluto, Neptune, Uranus that really kind of set the stage because they're long term. They stay in a sign for a long time. They have a profound effect not only on our lives but our society. And so the idea is clean it up. There's something in your life, in your world, that needs to be cleaned up. Hence the idea of Housekeeping 101. And what we're looking at right now is the planet Jupiter. A couple of weeks back, it left Gemini, went into Cancer. Cancer is an emotional sign. It has to do with security, it has to do with family. Very emotional. No, it's ruled by the moon, so you kind of get the idea, right? Well, at this point, Jupiter is in a very difficult aspect to Saturn and Neptune, which are in Aries. First of all, Saturn and Neptune not comfortable in Aries. They don't like it there. So that's one problem. But Jupiter, now in a tough aspect, it's called a square, makes it very difficult. Here you are absolutely lost with Saturn and Neptune. You're feeling hold down or held it down, but you don't know why. There's this vague kind of fog that surrounds all of us. And now you got Jupiter coming in looking for security, looking for home, looking for attachment, looking for connection. You're not going to find it. Not going to find it. Jupiter right now is the odd man out. The other planets, you get Aquarius, you get Uranus. They're in a nice aspect to one another. Even Saturn and Neptune, while they're uncomfortable in Aries, are in good aspects to Pluto and Uranus. But Jupiter, which is emotional in Cancer and brings a lot of emotion, well, that's a tough one. So what we're dealing with right now with Jupiter in hard aspect to Saturn and Neptune is we're trying to get rid of the fog. We're trying to get rid of the fear. We're doing a little bit of house cleaning. Let's go over to the meme for today. This one, it kind of tickles the brain cells a little bit. Some mysteries fade when solved, but others light new paths. And that's where we're at with the Jupiter squaring Saturn and Neptune. Some of this stuff may fade away. Some of the fog may go away. That'll let some of the fear go away. Maybe new opportunities. It's all so vague and yet so present because we got that Jupiter energy in emotional Cancer pushing us and pushing us and pushing us. And you see what's happening in society. So why don't we get to the tarot, huh? The breakdown. First card, Three of Swords. I mean, the picture says everything, right? Heartache, betrayal. You know that you've been lied to. If you don't understand that now, I don't know what it will take to get you to wake up. And the deeper you dig, the farther down the rabbit hole you go, the more you will realize that you've been lied to in just about everything. Just about everything. All of the wars, for example, that the United States of America have engaged in have been instigated by the bankers, the Fed, to control the economy. All of it. In fact, the Federal Reserve, which they tried 3 times and the third time they did it, and it took murder to do it, but we'll talk about that some other time. If you were to take $1 in 1913, when they started the Fed for the third and final time, you put 100 pennies out on the table. Today, with the Fed controlling our economy, 99 of those pennies would be off the table. You'd be left with 1 penny. That's what they've done to our economy. So the idea of feeling heartache and betrayal, fully understandable. You get the Saturn, you get the Jupiter, you get the Neptune stuff all combined, as I just said, and it gets very difficult to figure out. It's tough emotionally, it's tough intellectually. Next card, the Two of Wands. Two of Wands talks about planning, talks about originality. You realize at this point that to clean it up, you're going to kind of have to rethink the rules of the game. You can't play by the same rules because those, what we see where they're leading us, right? So we can't repeat the same thing and expect something different. That's the definition of crazy. Doing the same thing twice and think you're going to get a different result, that's nuts. And I think at this point, a lot of people are becoming aware. Not everybody, but a lot of people are becoming aware we have to change the game plan. But again, we got this Saturn-Neptune thing in Aries. We're confused, we're scared, we're tied down, we feel held down, but we're not sure by what. We can't put our fingers on it. And the Jupiter stuff in Cancer just makes it worse. So what do? Well, how about the positive side? The Eight of Wands, that's the third and final card in the tarot reading. Eight of Wands talks about action, talks about acceleration. There is something coming in the next few months. Some bit of information, something that happens in the news, something that comes to your awareness where you go, whoa, I got it. I got it. I can put, not all, but most of the pieces of the puzzle together to the point where I see the big picture. When you get to that point, the Two of Wands, visioning a new future, healing the heartbreak becomes possible. But it's that point of enlightenment, I guess I'll call it, over the next month or two, where you will have the opportunity to do some fast work. I mean, it will come to you quickly. It won't be something that you have to nudge over and figure out and calculate. It will, boom, got it. Like a bright light in a dark room. You will understand. It will give you positivity, gratitude, joy. It'll make you feel plugged into life again. And it will help you do what you have to do, and that's clean it up. Housekeeping 101. That's it. Time is done. We are finished for today. Again, thank you so much for doing this. I mean, you guys make it so worthwhile, I can't even tell you. I owe you a lot. But I ask a favor of you. Please like and subscribe. It is a battle on the internet these days. The powers that be are closing down any kind of a voice that is contrary to what they want us to think and believe. So please like and subscribe. So, between now and the next time you and I get to manifest tarot together, as always, peace and blessings.